March 1st is a new trading month. I hope you're doing good. You had a great weekend and a wonderful, relaxing weekend. And now you are happy to back here in our morning briefing show. I want to say thank you to you that you spend your precious lifetime with me every morning. I want to say thanks to Nastia. She's with me every morning, supporting me and supporting this show. And let's say thank you to Admirals that we can do this every morning, that I can share my knowledge, my wisdom, and my experience with you to trade successfully on a long run, by the way, on a long run. Okay, so we stream this show on YouTube at the same time. So if you have any questions, so feel free to ask. There is a button in the right corner. You can click on it. You can subscribe this channel. If you want, you can give us a like. You can leave a comment if you want. Feel free and don't hesitate to ask whatever is in your mind. If it fits to my content today, then I will give you the answer. Okay, so Nick, good morning. Also election, good morning. And yeah, now I want to share my screen. So here we go. Here's my chat. So where is my lovely family this morning? Who is with me? Rainer, good morning. Janusz, good morning. Tina, Magdalena, Peter, good morning. Okay, so what's the top news this morning? It's interesting. The Russian central bank rises the rate up to 20%. It was the top news this morning. Really, really interesting. And Japan preparing to cut off some Russian banks from SWIFT network. Also, an Admiral to exit from Russia amid Ukraine invasion. So I guess this is really interesting to watch it and to observe it, because in this special case, no one needs this war, by the way, just only this stupid old guy from Russia or a couple of old men. No one needs this. No human being needs a war. I guess this is the first time I can see that the world literally stands together to punish Russia for this stupid behavior. And I guess the people in Russia don't want this war too. It's just the old guys there. So this is what I can observe. Everybody stands to Ukraine, and the world holds together and holds together to support Ukraine. This is really interesting. All the sanctions to Russia, they don't, all weekend there were protests. Okay, exactly. So it's really, really interesting. So this is a kind of positive feeling and a positive development that the whole world is really supporting and is fighting against Russia through the all the protests and something like this. And maybe this could be lead to very quick end of this war. Let's see how the development is going on. But you see, the banks were cut from the SWIFT network. Then we have a lot of sanctions against Russia. So maybe we will hope and pray that this war will going to come into an end very, very soon. So let me give you this, please pay attention about the risk now. CFDs are complex instruments and come with a high risk of losing money rapidly due to leverage. 70–80% of retail investors can't lose money when trading CFDs. With this provider, you should consider whether you understand how CFDs work and whether you can afford to take the high risk of losing your money. Okay. So what do we expect today? We have this week a kind of rate decisions, but not today. Business indicator is already out. Retail in Australia also, and we expect at 1:30 London time balance of payments. For the rest of the week, we expect Australian cash rate decision. We expect Canadian interest rate decision this week, and we have let's see. On Friday, the US employment report, the first Friday always in the month. So 2 interest rate decisions, Australia and Canadian dollar this week. So be careful about this. Okay, so then of course, I want to invite you to our Telegram channel. You will find a link in the chat on YouTube and on Zoom here also. If you use Telegram on your phone or on your screen, then I want to invite you for this stream. And also, if you're more a fan of Twitter, then my name there is DayTrader70, and you will find Admirals Global here on Twitter also. And not to forget our education. This week, we have lovely webinars this week. The first one is on Wednesday, March 2nd. Jens is talking about fractional shares with Admirals. Really interesting topic. If you want to join, please click the button here on this admiralmarkets.com/education/webinars, and then you can join it. Great. So that's for the Orga stuff. Now let's go to our trades. So we had a bad opening this week, and therefore it was really important. You see, we entered the chart last week with at the point number 2, or in the second trend arm, as always. At this top, I took half of my position out, make partial profits. Then I trailed the stop, and I trailed the stop here. And with this gap this morning, I got out, but in profit, because I trailed my stop loss into the profit, by the way. And I got out with a gap, but it was a profitable trade. So finally, then in the short, that was the short trade. I didn't open because it was during the night. But this morning, we had a new trend, and this is a new uptrend. And by the way, the point of control is still up at 15,411 euros by one future contract. So the direction is clearly, it's really clear that we want to go back to the point of control. And as you see, I opened my trade again in the second trend on at this point too. And with the first weakness here, I took half of my, the position, partial profits. I reduced my position for half, and I trailed the stop at the last 0.3. So I cannot lose money in this way. So just let's see if we have a new trend and if you can go up to the point of control. So then, of course, we want to see about the focus charts. And in focus charts, we start with the Bitcoin in 4-hourly chart, by the way. And I need my drawing program. Here is it. Okay. So Bitcoin, let's see a kind of orientation. Point of control is up in 4-hourly chart at $47,194. And actually, we still have a downtrend. In Bitcoin, we have still this downtrend. It's still valid. And it's this one. So move, correction, move, correction, this one, and this one, and this, and this. So this is the 0.3. And actually, it's not a trend break, it's just a gain. Yeah, and on the right side of the chart, it's not a contrary trend, it's the same. Yeah, it's like here and here, but this is the point 2. For a valid trend, we need a close here above this point 2, then the correction, and then we can go this. So in case you are short, yeah, there was enough and really enough time to make partial profits. And in case you trade your stop, you are out here. Everything is fine. It was a lovely and profitable trade, by the way. So actually, I'm standing on the right side of the chart, and in Bitcoin, actually, I do nothing. I just wait for a new trend. Next one is Dow Jones. Let's focus charts from Admirals. So by the way, and here we have our downtrend 2. So first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and now we're in a 6th trend arm. Here what the trend will break at this point 3. So, and yeah, it's not a valid trend on the other side. It's just this one and this. So it's the same like in Bitcoin for us. There is actually in 4-hourly chart, there is nothing to do. Yeah. So, oh, there's an interesting question. Nick, good morning here and welcome on the show. Nice to have you here. With trading, my fault is that I buy or sell at the wrong time. When it goes down, I wait too long, then I sell, and then a minute or two, it goes up again. Oh, welcome, join the club, Nick. I remember 20 years ago, I had the same feeling and it did exactly the same. It was like a camera is watching me. There's a big brother is watching me. And it's always, I know, what I'm doing is always the same. It's always the wrong direction. I know this. It's so annoying. It's like it's really someone is watching me and saying, yeah, I'm waiting if you're in, and I change the direction. Exactly. Markus is doing the opposite direction of what I want to do. Okay. So the best thing is stop trading right now for the moment and go through this YouTube channel. You will find the YouTube channel here on this show, and go back to the shows or join us every day. Yeah. Or maybe you go on my homepage, and if you invest in your own education, you can take the masterclass course with Logic. And best thing, you follow here the show every morning. And yeah, then you can learn how it really works, because I know exactly this. But how does it come from? Yeah, it's about it's a lack of acknowledge the logic in trading. And as long as you don't grab the logic in trading, you have this experience like me in the past, and millions of others too. So in my, just really highly recommendation, stop trading right now and learn how to trade. Follow this show if you want, and the logic in trading. You know, logic avoids emotions, and emotion is that what you are having right now, and therefore you feel this. But I understand it because I know it. I know it. So, or if you want to invest in your education, then you will find on my homepage this trading masterclass course. And then afterwards, I give you the guarantee that you know what you have to do, and then you become successful in trading. And by the way, follow this show here every morning. Then you are on a properly track to becoming a successful trader, by the way. But thanks for being here, by the way. So DAX 40. DAX 40. You've go on my homepage, dowhow-trading.com. It's here. It's just in English too, by the way. And it's dowhow-trading.com. There you can get my notification. There you'll find all information you need about all your questions. So feel free to ask. Don't hesitate. And let's take it. Let's bring you to success, by the way. Okay, so in DAX 40, Still two trends. So first we have this one. So round about this one. Okay, so that's the downtrend. But on the right side, it's very important. It's the first trend on, you see? And it's the second one. There was no break. And now maybe with this candle in Forex, there occurs a balance candle, which means the correction is coming to an end. It's a sign. And then maybe you see point of control is here, 15,724. And maybe this could be a sign that we see a trend continuation to the upper side. So it could be really interesting here. Actually, it's a contrary trend. It's a correction, but the main trend is facing downwards. But look at the price. And you know, that's the most important thing. Look at this one. Point of control is here. Yeah, and look where we are. We are so deep in price in the green zone, which is really, really important. And you know, prices never will remain in high or expensive or cheap price zones. They always go back to a normal price. This could be really interesting. So I'm up again, Mukesh. I hope this I expressed this name right. Correct. I'm a beginner. I'm losing money in swing trading. Please help us. Again, same like I talked to Nick. Please, in heaven's sake, stop trading right now. Open a demo account at Admirals, not with real money, not yet. Invest first in your education, especially in these difficult times we have. So it's just my highly recommendation. And I make this job since 23 years right now. And I know how it feels to lose money. It's about a lack of understanding what's going on in trading. This is really, 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 really important. So first step, if you want to become a successful trader, stop trading right now as long as you don't know what to do. So second step, follow this show every morning in live or maybe as a recording on YouTube. So third step, follow my colleagues on Admirals. And if you're willing to become successful in a more quick way, then take your money and invest in your education. Yeah. And if you think I could be your mentor, I'm really happy to be your mentor. Then, as I said, have a look at my homepage, by the way, and then you'll find all that stuff. But first step, please stop losing money. As long as you don't know what to do, you will lose money more than you expected. And this is not the way how we can fulfill our mission. And it's my purpose of existence to make everybody successful. But first of all, please stop doing this. Just my advice for you. Yeah. Okay, I'm trying to figure it out by myself, but lost 100 within a week. Yesterday, when the market opens with 8 seconds, I all went from 98 to 98. So seconds, yes, this is the point. And you see, for example, as long as you know what you have to do, it's a good thing. But this is by accident what you experienced last night. Yeah, it's just an accident. It's not on purpose. It's just accident. So I knew it was going up, but it was too late. So how can you know something? How can you know something? How? So one question. Let's see. This is a really interesting question. So we can talk about it. We must talk about it. Yeah. You don't know. So can you tell me what happens next in the next 20 seconds here on the right side of the chart? Can you tell me exactly? It's going up or down? or 7 in the next minutes, next 60 seconds. Do you know? Do you really know? Not interpreting, not analyzing. Do you really know? Yes or no? Nick, here on my DAX trade. Can you really know? Thanks. So you can never know. You can interpret, you can analyze. So this is the first step. Stop saying, I know this must happen. Exactly, you had a feeling. Exactly. But can I show you something? It's really important. Everything, everything starts in the order book. Here on the right side of the chart. On the right side of the chart, here you see, that's the order book. And every trading starts in the order book. So now tell me, is there a row or is there a column you can type in your feelings? Yes or no? So I see 3 columns here: price, sell, buy. Is there a column where you can type in, I had a feeling? Yes or no? I'm quite sure you know the answer. Exactly. So to be honest, I can repeat what my mentor told me. You know what I want to say? Who cares about your feelings in trading? So stop doing this. Yeah. As I used to say, in heaven's sake, make an education first, because your feeling will never lead you to success on the long run. On the short run, it's by accident, but not on a long run. It's just my experience about 23 years. Okay, so let's go back. Really interesting. So, British pound USD. And as you see in this show here, I don't interpret. I don't care about the underlying. I don't care about it. I don't have to interpret. I don't have to analyze. I'm a private trader. And do you really know what we trade? It's not British pound USD. It's just what it costs. You trade the price all the time. And how does the price develop? Education, education, education. Yes, by volume. So if you want to know what happens next with a guarantee, you have to influence the price by volume. And if you cannot do this, and everybody knows my special sentence all together. If you cannot work with guarantees, you have to work with probabilities. If you cannot work with guarantees, you have to work with strategies. So strategies means probabilities. Think about it for the rest of this day and come back if you want to go further. Okay, British pound USD. It's really interesting because there's a downtrend, and the downtrend is this one. So here we are on a second trend on, but we are quite far away from the point of control. The price is really cheap here exactly. So, but it's still the second trend on, and it's possible that we go down. But actually, we don't have a correction which is going deeper than 38%, which means we have to open the trade at the 0.2 for the moment. And also, I have to be prepared that maybe this could be happen. Yeah. So actually, stay on the sideline in British pound USD. Then Euro USD. So really cool, ladies and gentlemen. And Euro USD, we have a running trade. And it's this one. We are within the red zone, as you can see, but we have a running trade. It's 1, 2, and you see I opened a trade at the 0.2 as usually, and we make partial profits here. We are safe, and now we are on the third trend on right now. But here you can see, oh, okay, it seems a balance candle occurs, which means, oh, buyers come back into the market. Yeah, so everything is fine. And if you see that we have this balance candle, take the money and be happy that we make this trade. So it's a third trend arm, and we are, you know, the point of control is there. So everything is fine. Nothing to do for the moment, unless you are in short, in this short position like me. So I took half my position, and you know what? I can see we have this balance candle right now, which means I trailed my stop into the profit, so I cannot lose money. Yeah, and I'm really willing to take the rest of the money because it's just a trend. Yeah, and I made it already. And the last one is gold. So in gold, we have still an uptrend and no contrary trend. And you know, it's this one, wonderful trend. Yeah, and this one. So no break, just the game. Yeah, just the game. And no contrary trend. So in case you are still long, just let it go. Let it go. You don't know what happens next. Or maybe you take the money and you say, okay, I'm happy with this wonderful, lovely trade. Yeah. And just wait for the next trend. It's fine. Point of control is quite far away, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. I also need to learn to use the take profit. I'm using the stop loss, but that's almost guaranteed loss of money. I need to learn to at least get a bit of profit. 10 euros profit is better than losing 2. Yeah, that's really true. But with your words, I can feel you have really much emotions, right? You are really attached by a mass of emotions. So, which means just a bit, right? That's really a bit. So, why is it? You miss logic. Because it's the same. I don't know if you are in a relationship, by the way. Why do you have fights with your partner sometimes, you know? Because it's always the same, because we used to say, especially we are the guys, exactly, because we used to say, I don't understand what you want from me. Yeah? So, and it's the same in trading. Charts and trading is like a woman. We never understand. We never ever in this life, never ever. So this is what we have to do. But in trading, we can understand. Women, we will never understand, but trading, we can understand. Yeah, I love women, by the way. I love all of them, by the way. So, but if you grab the logic and you understand, there is no reason at all to feel emotions. So, and this is the way, the only way, by the way. Okay. So I'm over the time. Can I please have the Telegram group link again? Nessia, can you share please the Telegram channel again? It was really, really, really nice. Okay, we have a couple of running trades. I just have 3 minutes to go. And almost I'm in profit. Is there any way I can contact you after the stream? Yes, of course. There is, as I said, about my homepage, by the way, or on Twitter if you want, or if you want, we have Traders Yard group, and it's a free group, free access, where we'll meet each other after the show. I can give you the link. It's called Dahao Live Trading Room in English. So here is the link in the chat. Right now it's free access. We have 373 people there. And of course, don't forget to visit the homepage. Okay, Australian Canadian dollar plus. Canadian dollar, Japanese yen, little bit in loss. Just wait. I guess we have to trail the stop here closer and just let it run. Canadian dollar, Swiss franc, back in profit. Swiss franc Japanese yen, back in profit. Euro Australian dollar, deep in profit. Euro Swiss franc, back in profit. Euro USD, British pound Australian dollar, deep in profit. British pound Canadian dollar at the entry for the moment. British pound Japanese yen in profit. British pound New Zealand dollar deep in profit. New Zealand Swiss franc in profit. New Zealand Canadian dollar in profit. US dollar Canadian dollar in profit. US dollar Japanese yen out. So and I'm really happy with the account. So I'm really, here we go. Just have a quick look. 803, almost 840 euros in profit, and balance is okay. So we are back on track. We need time to do this. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Nesta, do we have time? 3 minutes? I have forgotten to the Monday question. Can I ask you the Monday question very quickly? What do you think? Yes, okay. So then the question of the day, it's the Monday question. And you know, I always ask you on Monday, do we have the Monday question? Let's see if we have the Monday question, because I know I wanted to know you. Oh my God. Okay, forget it. Let's do it tomorrow again. So Monday question is always, what's your goals this week? It didn't work. Forget it. It's Monday. So get education. So what's your goals this week? Ladies and gentlemen, what's your goals this week? And this is just keeping in mind. Yeah. Okay, please stick to the rules under all circumstances. Yeah, and being patient for this week, especially we have these difficult times. Or third one, get a proper education to become successful in trading. Yeah, and you will see, let's take it as our common mission, guys. Let's stand together, all together. Really, there is no reason to fight to each other, especially not in trading. We always have the same goal. We want to become successful. So let's do it together and show the world that traders can be the exception. And you and me, we are the exception. We treat each other with deepest respect. We help each other, and we can change this world if you become successful in trading, and then take the money and help other peoples to reach the same goals. Are you strong enough? Are you with me in this mission? Let's do it together. Have courage and be kind, and may the force of the rules